resistance, fighting not only against the Nigerian government, but against the world.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop.
Going to lower the flag of Nigeria and raise the flag of the United States of Biafra.
Na wana na mose vive na kiti enui na tulaje bwana mabuli vemelem kuja atibe kuona tulane bovo timalugo no nugodo kokodo nya no be hule Nandi moda tulilu na ya kalakana kwa lerinu mwangulu ngula matali woso jere futa mbaka njuba diali kama abulezi okwenu na baka la keluego nezienwe n'ụbọchị akala keluego n'udezi maka na ababa n'ụwa aralu n'unuteyi ụmụ Biafra kụnyenwe ụmụ Biafra kụnyenwe ụnanụkwara igbe ọnọdụ ụlọ mọnọ n'ezi bịa kenenwe ọnọ n'enu lila tọnọ na ndagwurugwu senyi tọnọ n'ugwu ụgbọ na-ataghị Kanye wele fobi wena tabanu banyo Makana nyuko no 1 million no we bofu wa mabulezi okwe Naka ni kwata milake kwa waja sienyi ka kesu ezo pabule be walo tamano Umo Biafra kuyenwe Kanye wele fobi wena tabanu banyo Makalo fobi abakama Nana nugo noe Biafra na mekele umunina Nkabo nkani Wadati na ijele wanyi biakenemi Akwage bulu kwekene na fandi otu Biafra is our hope And the Biafra is our religion Nkodi na wata chieza muno bibu onye iwere ya Wesi ya kene rugio Adubagwo chukwo Ikemba one of Biafra land mongwem Adawunelia kala ya dike Mafondi mojiri diebu bebya debi chemele mongwem Abusikwo dogweji mali bonine Dogweji malo Biafra biya Adumegwo chukwu Papa gisi kene logi Philipu Efyong Abusikwa nwoke kwuloku wekusi okwu si na Biafra ekunye Na ya bụ Biafra ya tulugo enata Na bụrụ na ya bụ Biafra ekunyigo N'ọkụ ọgụli nwata n'aka na ele Abagisi kene logo onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Amadike Biafra kedebe n'olike Amadike Biafra bịa n'ụlọ
holding because she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of the
Pagi mo foye tilindilo mbadangula unis.
accused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to
Biafrans, DPMDrNgoziOrabueze,
is using her position for personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. They told them that if they complete me, this is what happens. Nobody wants to do this. That's the problem. They sent her to my case. So they can
the Biafra government in they know na exile cabinet bi anolo numwe ono ekene unu jisinu ikene na tukuna ndana ya agba unu ube baka no yesu lo bi ya to kai malugenu yi jisinu ikene Kanelo Mondi Biafra Liberation Army Umuchukwu. The angels of Biafra land the great oracles of Biafra Nananunwe. Anuwe Kene Nunama Nanunu Jisi Kenon. To go about home. Oh, to win. I say, can I the Prime Minister H.E. Mazi Simon Weber? I was equal to be the best. I tried to do more Biafra. I don't got your temper with Nnamdi. You can I just show you, you will not see. Yes. Maji mwagu konyilo sinodilo kasojilo yatiji sojilo wewalaso Muzikwe wabatobi Ogada gididi kebya nulu Maji wekwala niyo Tumine tukunyele ndi Biafra na nunu Nuna beke nege Asimona yadele Biafra nile namma Asino yadele nile namma Mandanye na bono mweno Utelanyi welien Mandanye na bono nudonu nongwe Makana mbona boke kwena bodike Moya na no, moya no. No be voye, the belly de no, I believe a good legacy will last forever, I believe and the remembrance of my bless you.
Each and every one of you, and as I do welcome you, as always, I will ask you to welcome those around you. I welcome you by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, because unlike any other, this very broadcast, simulcast on multiple platforms this very day, morning, noon, or night, depending on where you are, is being relayed right across the face of this very planet Earth A lot of people are watching, a lot of people are listening, and many of you will be blessed as a result of it. And as I do welcome you, please endeavor, or should I say, try to welcome other people as well. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. Regardless of where you are, as I said earlier, we are welcoming you, and we are going to pray as it is customary for us to do here. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you, and before we proceed, we are going to pray. As it is usual with us here on this platform, we pray because we are nothing without the Almighty. We are going to offer praise and adoration to Him as always, and I will, of course, should I say, unfailingly pray in the language of heaven. Some may misunderstand, some of them may try to misconstrue, but one thing is certain right now, in the presence of the Almighty God, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai in heaven, the angels are singing, worshiping, and praising the Most High with the very oldest language on the face of this very earth, the Igbo language. And that's how I'm going to pray. Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ ime ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla anyị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla anyị ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tuo oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ, nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịara na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt, wewezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtọ na eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwanyị akpụ isi ala nye, ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasisi wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikuni ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'iyi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkwa ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere, na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara ebi ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise. Having handed over our proceedings to heaven, we must therefore proceed unfailingly and very speedily to preach this very gospel that we have been mandated to preach this very day, because heaven and earth will bear us witness. Unless you understand your role in society, you can never ever make any meaningful contribution. According to the Greeks, there are three types of people on this earth: the idiots, the tribesmen, and the citizens. People don't know the meaning of the word idiot. They think it's an insult. It's not an insult. When the Greeks used the word idiots, they did not use it as a curse word. Idiots are people who just do not care. That is the original meaning of the word. If they write exams, they will cheat. If they are in government, they will steal. An idiot does not care at all. If he eats banana, he throws the peel anywhere instead of putting it in a trash can. According to the Greeks, some societies have more idiots than tribesmen and citizens. As I used to say before, Nigeria is full of idiots. Idiots. The reason why people are suffering is because there is no truth. People believe in lies. And when you're lying, you're doing so brazenly. Radio Biafra will drive away all these demons. If you're an IPOB and you're used to lying, you're an IPOB, you don't know what you're in, your days are numbered.
I hate liars. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. Go and search your conscience. You have to be of good conduct that you could get them. Everything in life works in perfect alignment with the will of nature. You cannot be a liar and a thief and a kidnapper and you want Biafra to come. You are dreaming. If you're a liar, you're a thief, you're a kidnapper, you are somebody working with our Fulani as a saboteur and informant. You want Biafra to come. You are making a mockery. You are a hypocrite. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama can never ever listen to hypocrites. There is something you need to know. These are the things you need to bear in mind. These are the things you need to be conscious of. If you are of bad conduct, go and change. For you to remain in IPOB, we want people that when parents see them, when they see the way you behave, parents will send their children. Come on, that is what we want to do. That's exactly what we want to do. Not to raise a group of people who are ill-behaved. People that have no respect for their elders. People who have no respect for their mothers and their fathers. People who have no respect for their seniors. People who have no regard for the betterment of the environment and society they're going up in. We need...
You must understand this. The greatest task on this very earth is to get a black man to reason like a human being. The same way, it's just like trying to keep an Igbo man away from gossip. Hey, it's impossible now. Come on, for goodness sake. How can you keep an Igbo man away from gossip? Oh no, please give me a break. Anywhere there is gossip, you find them there. Gossip, the gossip is sweeter than honey from Igbo man. Gossip. Unverified rumors and gossip is like honey to them. That is how hard it is trying to remove the bottle from the mouth of a baby saboteur. Is as hard as trying to get a black man to reason properly.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah, from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, "For violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, "For violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are, okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. "In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them." Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11 say, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land, and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you were one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry the forces captive. I want you to understand that I will never betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will never betray Biafra. I don't need to say this because nobody brought me into the struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not bring me into the struggle. Nobody did. I came as directed by the Spirit of God into the struggle and started doing things on my own before I was recognized by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I tell you, like I used to tell people in the secret, my plan was never to take oath in IPOB. My plan was never to take oath. I wanted to prove to Biafrans that you do not need to take oath to contribute to the freedom of your own people. So that was my plan. But along the line, something changed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself requested me to take that oath for one specific reason, and that reason touched me, and that was how I took oath. I want to make this thing, build this particular background today for people to understand. And I have told you people that I will be the last person, your last bus stop, whoever you are. I will be your last bus stop in this struggle for Biafra. Once you are not genuine, once you are, you are out to destroy this Biafra movement, I will be your last bus stop. God will use me to stop you. It is not by my power, but that is the way it is.
Only one under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. And we can pray. Once he has that communication, Biafrans, we understand that Obato Obie does not take no crap from nobody. No matter who you are, you must respect that authority. That authority is the only thing that can protect all of us. But we thank God, somebody said this is a transition period. If these things does not happen, Biafrans will not know who is following our prime minister, who wants him to fail, who wants him to be out. So this moment is ordained to happen so that Biafrans will know who is who in this restoration process. So on that note, I welcome everyone. All of us Biafrans in the British cabinet, the Defensive Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed in our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So in the area of any indictment or anything, because we know our Prime Minister didn't do anything wrong. He is doing exactly what we are doing. All the killings that the Southeast and South delegitimized governors are doing, that is what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was preventing. That is what Nnamdi Kanu was preventing. And the whole world have seen how Finland took away our Prime Minister. And within that period, hundreds of innocent Biafrans have been murdered by Christopher Musa and Tinubu using the reintegrated terrorists that they imported into the Nigeria territory. That is what is going on. And that is something that Biafrans have risen up and say, no more.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program. I welcome everyone that has connected to this program, and I say happy weekend to everyone out there, wherever you are watching from. I wish you a very wonderful weekend. We have made it once again into a weekend, and we appreciate everyone that has been able to join us this morning. I know it's a time that people have to take care of their activities and one thing or the other, but at the same time, you gave us that time to be with us here, to chat with us and exchange views. I appreciate everyone that has connected, both those who are watching from TikTok, those who are watching from Facebook, and those who are watching from David Harbour channel where I'm hosting the program. Always remember that this platform is a platform that is under the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, under the leadership of Dr. DPMDrNgoziOrabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister of COS. I welcome every one of you. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals or persons. We do not come here for any saga. We don't come here to attack any religion or race. What we do in this platform is to present the case of Biafra before the whole world. To speak about the true situation of things in the contraption called Nigeria, more especially in Biafran territory. In this platform, we came here to set the record straight. We debunk every lie against the Biafran people, lies against our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every lie against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the lies they are telling against our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Nngozi, we debunk them and we'll trash them to pieces here. In this platform, we'll tell the world the true situation of things. We expose the war that Nigeria has declared against Biafrans of recent by their Chief of Army Staff, live on TV, where he said that they are fighting asymmetric warfare in Biafra land. Later on, he came back again and said it is a jungle warfare. Every human being living on the planet Earth knows what warfare means. When a military man tells you about warfare, it is not a play, not a joke. It's not a friendly talk. They declared this war before the whole world, and nobody's paying attention. Nobody seems to be talking. Everybody's pretending that all is well. That is why we say that there is a global conspiracy against the Biafran people. The atrocity that is happening in Biafran land today, if it happens in any other country in the West, the whole world will be shaking. The number of lives we lose in Biafra land on a daily basis cannot be measured. Including Nigeria as a whole, the number of lives that is lost in Nigeria under the watch of the terrorist government of Nigeria, the loss of life caused by the terrorist government itself, it cannot be numbered. But nobody seems to care. Nobody pays attention. Everybody is going about their businesses as if it is business as usual. It is not. Good number of people are losing their life on a daily basis in the north, in the southwest, in the middle belt, in Biafra land, in the hand of the terrorists. But what is the Nigerian government doing? Nothing. Instead, they keep on empowering these terrorists. They continue to ignore the terrorists, empower them directly and indirectly, and they focus on innocent citizens that are demanding for their legitimate right. Biafra land today is militarized. The most peaceful area in that contraption called Nigeria. Anybody that knows about Nigeria very well will testify that Biafra land is the most peaceful area, most accommodative area you can think of. But today, Nigerian government has intentionally militarized Biafra land and created insecurity by themselves. They have created an insecurity just to create the impression that life cannot exist in Biafra land. We cannot fold our hand and continue to watch these things. Every single information we are passing here are verifiable. And when we come online, we urge the investigative journalists, wherever you are in any part of the world, please fly into Nigeria, go to Biafra land, the southeastern part of Nigeria today. The present southeast, south, lower Kogi and lower Benin, go and verify every single thing you're hearing from this channel, if it is true or not. We don't come here to engage in propaganda or blackmail. What we speak is the truth and nothing but the truth. Hundreds of people are dying in Nigeria in hours. The terrorists have taken over villages, taken over towns, and continue to take over, and the government cares not about it. Instead, the government is concentrating on the Biafra land where independence has been declared on the 29th of August 2029, of November 2029, 2024. On the 29th November 2024, the United States of Biafra was declared. From that moment onward, United States of Biafra becomes a sovereign state. But Nigerian governments have continued to occupy the territory of Biafra illegally. We have been speaking about it, shouting and talking about it for the whole world to hear. So you wouldn't say you're not told. Already, countries of the world have been notified about the redeclaration of Biafra. Countries of the world have been notified officially, including the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. But yet, they continue to occupy our space and our land. We cannot fold our hand for too long. We are going to fight back, and we're going to take back what belongs to us. Every single thing we are asking for today, the battle we are engaging for today, we are not fighting for somebody's land. We are not trying to take away anything from anybody. We are demanding for that which belongs to us. We are protecting our own territory. We are not occupying anybody's land. We are not asking for their presidency. We are not asking for resource control. We are not asking for any appointment in their government. All we are asking is allow us to go and be in our own country. Leave our land. Leave our land. Go to your Nigeria. Establish your Nigeria and do whatever you want to do. If you want to engage with the Biafrans into a bilateral relationship, you can do so. And we discuss the terms on which we can be able to associate with you. The Biafran people have been making these peaceful requests and moves. Our Prime Minister did this very request peacefully. Our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi did the same thing. But in all these moves, they never listed. Instead, the British continue to sponsor Nigeria, to terrorize the Biafran people, to abuse the rights of Biafran people, and make sure that the international communities do not pay attention. That is why we are seeing a huge global conspiracy that human rights abuse against the Biafrans does not amount to human rights abuse. Genocide against the Biafrans does not amount to genocide. It is sad, but that is the true situation. That is exactly what is happening as we speak. We have waited for too long. We have protested and nobody listens. We read petitions, nobody listens. We sent documents and evidence to Amnesty International and all organizations that are supposed to pay attention. None of them did anything. But we have now taken our fate in our hands. And we are going to fight hard to take back our lands, no matter what the cost may be. My fellow Biafrans that have joined me this morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you're watching me from, I appreciate every one of you. Remember that our program is always an interactive section, a section where we come to interact with each other and share views. So please, if you want to join me on stage, as long as you're with me on David Harbour channel, for those who are watching from TikTok and Facebook, you cannot be able to join me live. If you want to join me live, you have to come over to YouTube where I'm hosting the program. You go to the comment section, you're going to see the link, click the link, and you'll find yourself in. Then you can make your point. The only thing that qualifies you to join me in this platform is for you to be a human being. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your orientation. Whatever be your belief or your own ideology, feel free to hold on to your opinion. Come on and share the view with us. If you have a superior argument, feel free to bring it on. No insult. All we ask is that when you are appearing on this platform, please make sure you appear in a very decent manner because the whole world is watching. Biafra government is watching. Members of the cabinet are watching. The Deputy Prime Minister and the Secretary of Information are observing this very platform. So whatever information you pass here, it is going to get to the right source and they will respond accordingly. Another thing we request is that when you join us on this platform, please try as much as possible to make your statement in a very civil manner. Speak in a civil manner so that others can be able to understand you. It doesn't matter how angry you are entitled to get angry. You can get dissatisfied. You can argue if you wish to, but do it in a civil manner so that we can understand each other. At the end of the day, nobody knows it all. It's either you learn from us or we learn from you. Every human being on planet Earth is passing through a process of learning. We will continue to learn until the day we join our ancestors. So when you join us, please speak in a civil manner so that others can digest what you are saying and learn from it. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, today is weekend, a very special day as you all know. And we are choosing a topic which says exclusive review of the aftermath of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court appearance as United States of Biafra continue to progress. Yesterday was the court case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was a very important day and also the birthday of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon. Very special. This week is a very special week, busy with one thing or other, and we have been carrying it and going along with it. And today, as we speak, remember, it is a very important day also. It is a day that we all have agreed to come together and continue to raise funds to support the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. It is a day that Biafrans have agreed they will come together to raise funds to support the United States of Biafra to make sure that our recognition and full restoration on the ground is done. You must not forget that. Every one of us must be there. So judging from what transpired yesterday, as I always say, each time our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes to court, there is always something to learn. Whenever our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes to court, there is something to learn. And I hope we learned a lot yesterday. Yesterday was remarkable in the court of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But as always, when you go to the conventional media in Nigeria, they have a different topic to project. They are always looking for something to speak against or how to tarnish our image or discourage the Biafran people. That is what they do always. But we, the Biafrans that know where we stand and where we are going, we are not deterred. If you go and check the headline of many news in Nigeria yesterday, and many of their newsline, they are discussing, what they are saying is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu apologized. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu apologized to the court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu apologized to the court. That is the headline yesterday. One of them I was watching was even saying that those the supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should now learn a lesson, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have apologized, that they were happy on his attitude in the court, that he has apologized. And I laugh. These are angels of darkness. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu described Nigerian media as the most corrupt media in the world. And when you look at that title they are using to demoralize Biafran people and to discourage Biafran people, you wonder where they are coming from. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lawyer in the court yesterday, gave an apology on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which was the right thing to do. And that does not amount that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is scared. That does not amount to cowardice. But when you see them the way they project in their media, they are projecting the media to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a coward, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is afraid, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is scared. And I want you to go back and watch that video, that some clips that came out from that. When the lawyer was asking him, the senior advocate was asking him, "Are you worried?" Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, "No, he's not worried." But they are trying to paint Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a weakling yesterday. In all their media, we are trying to paint him as a weakling, as somebody who is weak, that he apologized. The Biafran people are very disciplined. We are disciplined, but it doesn't mean that because we are disciplined, you trample upon us and we'll keep silent. It doesn't happen. You can never trample on a Biafran and that Biafran will remain silent. It is impossible. We are a very lawful people. We obey the rule of law. As long as you are ready to play by the rules and obey the laws, we will give you your due respect. But whenever you walk out of line and you behave like an animal, we treat you like an animal. Yesterday was a new face. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Legal Counsel has to create that environment to make sure that there's nothing that is taking us back or front. And he gave that apology on normal stance to create a very good atmosphere for discussion to go on so that they wouldn't look for somewhere to hang on saying one thing or the other. And that was the formalities of the court. For formalities, you have to do that. That does not amount to weakness. It does not amount to cowardice. But when you go to their media, the way they project it in all their media network, the way they talk about it in all their media network, you see where they are going. They want to misinterpret it to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is broken, to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been weakened, to show that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been subdued. But I tell you, Biafrans, wherever you are, you must be proud of the man we have, the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still standing on his word. And he said, it is either Biafra or that. It is either Biafra or that. It's either he gets Biafra or he die in the process of fighting for Biafra. If anybody is trying to tell you that he has just changed his mind, he has not deviated, that must be a sick person. Do not pay attention to those idiots. Let them continue to create their content and create a program for themselves, and create a narrative that will suit them, that will make them look happy. They should go ahead. Why we wait for them in the court? Wherever you are as a Biafran, we must continue to stand strong with our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Continue to pray for him and encourage him in the best way we can. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not broken, and he will never ever be broken by the special grace of Chukwu. He will never be broken. And he will never be weak. He will never be bought over. It does not matter how they try to do it. They will never subdue him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has added 2 senior advocates to his legal team. And today, those senior advocates are in line following. It is his right to choose those who are going to stand with him. It is his right to choose those who are going to defend him. And I bet you, if they step out of line or try to convince him against the will of the Biafran people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will throw them to the dustbin. That I can assure you. So whatever speech you are hearing from any angle, from any corner, whatever distraction you are going to see, do not pay attention. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is committed to the cause of Biafra and is ready to die for the cause. The question for you that is watching this program, where you are, is What is your own plan? How committed are you? What are you prepared to do for Biafra? How prepared are you to pursue the cause of Biafra? How prepared are you? How prepared are you? How sincere are you? What sacrifice are you ready to make to see that Biafra comes? You can see Mazi Nnamdi, even in the face of death, he's not shaken. He's not moved. He continues to demand for the freedom of his people. What about you? What about you that has all the freedom? What about you that have all the spaces? What are you doing? How prepared are you? The presence of Mazi Nnamdi in the court yesterday show us that he's not broken. In as much as we know, we do not expect anything better from the Zoological Republic government or their procedures or protocols. The man that had taken up the case of Mazi Nnamdi today, we know him very well. We know his record. He's another crooked judge, a corrupt judge. But I bet you, the life of Mazi Nnamdi is in the hand of Chukwu Abiyama. No man can take decision on him except Chukwu Abiyama. And when it is time, he will come out and join us. And when Chukwu Abiyama wants to do his work, he can even use the worst human being on earth to do it. Chukwu Abiyama can force an evil man to do good. He can. He can force the worst man on earth to do good. Only when he has done it, he will not realize he has just done what is against his wish. Our hope, our faith, and our trust is not in Nigerian judiciary, not in the presidency, not in the politicians. Only Chukwu Abiyama will make a way where there is no way, and that is where our faith lies. Yesterday also, we celebrated our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Likewise, he was taken away from our midst, not because he committed any crime. The Finnish local authority told us that they are investigating him, and it's going to 4 months now. They are still investigating. They have not brought any charge against him. They have not told us what he has done. They have not told us what they have found in him. They said they are still investigating, and we are watching. Of course, we know that that's a conspiracy from the West, which is sponsored and powered by the British. But no matter what they do, when Chukwu Abiyama said yes, nobody can say no. The time has come for us to be free, and we must be free. Yesterday, during the birthday of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa celebration, many of us who watched the program saw his godfather in Finland. He was in the program yesterday, and he spoke to the Biafran people. Just like we have been saying, the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa is in the hand of Finnish authorities. And we cannot do otherwise. All we have to do is to be patient and watch how things unfold. But the joy we have is that Mazi Simon Ekpa has not committed any crime. His godfather that came on program yesterday repeated the same thing and said that they are investigating. And he himself is doing everything possible to stand by his side and see that he joins us as soon as possible. It was a good thing to have that man yesterday on that birthday celebration. He spoke. And our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, also made a case for Biafrans to let the Finnish authority know that Biafrans have lost lives because of the absence of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Many Biafrans have lost their life. Mazi Simon Ekpa has been the defense we had for a very long time. He has been the only mouthpiece we have, defending Biafran people right, left, and center. The fear of the terrorists. But the Finland authority played into the hand of Nigeria and British. They took him away from us, and restricted him from speaking to Biafrans on taking actions on what he has to do. Every life had been lost in that cause. Finland has the question to answer. Just as the Deputy Prime Minister said, those lives will never come back again. There's no amount of compensation, no amount of sorry or pity that you're going to have for us that will bring those lives back. And the more you continue to hold the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, the more you continue to hold him, the more lives will be lost. Because as we speak, the terrorists are still preparing, and they are coming in full force to take over our land. The Commander-in-Chief of the United States of Biafra, you hold him captive and you refuse him from defending his land. You stop him from defending his people. Children, mothers, women, men are losing their life because of his absence. That message was clear yesterday, and the whole world is listening. We must continue to speak and say anything. Say it the way it is. You never can tell. Because I still believe there are still some sensible people on the planet Earth. There are still some people that are sensible in this world. That is why it is important that we continue to speak and talk on various platforms. During the 1967 war, we didn't have the media we have now. That was why some people, when they realized what was happening in Biafra land, they marveled. Even in the United Kingdom, there were people who were making case for Biafra and were fighting and telling the United Kingdom to stop sponsoring the genocide in Biafra land. I played one of the videos here, where somebody in the UK was confronting them to stop sponsoring that genocide in Biafra land. Some citizens of the UK did not know what was happening there. They didn't know what was happening. Many people across the world didn't know what was happening. They were busy going about their businesses and enjoying their lives. Even also up to Lagos State. In Lagos State, people were still enjoying themselves. We are still in that same scenario today. But the difference is that we can't be silent like before. That is why we are talking on daily basis, shouting, calling for investigative journalists. Don't just take us by our word. Don't take what we say. Just take your ticket, go down to Biafra land and sit in for yourself. Then make your independent report. Wherever you come from, whatever it be your tribe, your nationality, your race, any place you are, go down to Biafra land and sit it for yourself. You will marvel what is going on in 21st century on this planet, and nobody is saying anything. People are busy. It is sad, but that is the true situation. We, the Biafrans, will never give up. We will continue to fight until the last man standing. And at the end of the day, our victory is sure. No man born of a woman will deny us our victory. You're welcome, my beloved sister Ojugo. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and speak to us. Happy weekend. Let's hear from you, my sister Ojugo.
Thank you, Mr. Chicks. Good morning.
Good morning.
From here and all good and sincere Biafrans that are standing firm. We said, may God be praised. Okay, I'll take it step by step. As you listed it, from Nnamdi court yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't a coincidence that Nnamdi was brought to court today. That Simon, by the Prime Minister, was also celebrating his birthday. Two great men in Biafra freedom. So for Mazi Nnamdi, the biggest thing that I saw media carrying yesterday was he apologized. Any other thing I was just expecting to hear, I wasn't hearing, what actually took place. Which for me, is important, but not that important. The area I want to come is, I know a lot of us, even the biography of whosoever that is going to be the judge now, that will handle the case, is not something good to write home about.
At all.
But who is Paul for those who are Christian? Paul used to be Saul. And what was he doing as a Saul? Killing Christians. If you hear anything, he gives order that anybody Christian knock off his head. And when he was arrested on his way, where was he going? To go murder Christians. He was on his way. He got blind. The twinkle of an eye, he got confused. Before he knew it, he found himself and was asking questions. What am I doing here? Before you know it, he started protecting the Christians. These are miraculous ways God can work.
Yes.
Our prayer will be, let God intervene, like Brochu said. Let God intervene and arrest. If God can arrest Saul, a great man, I don't think there is anybody that God cannot arrest. God will arrest that judge. And the day of Nnamdi's case, he will be enveloped with the direction of God and not of man. This is our prayer. So, whether he's bad, his record, his days, or we don't care. He will be arrested as God arrested Saul and changed his name to Paul.
Yes.
He will be the instrument that this case will be changed to Paul, not Saul.
See?
Coming to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And another thing I wanted to, that would be my third one. It's the birthday we celebrated yesterday. Our people say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. And our Prime Minister has hit that millstone. And we thank God for that. When he was in his late 30s and started this struggle, we were looking at him as a little boy. Now, I hope those who still see him as a little boy see him no more. He has hit 40. So that, by the way, and like you said, Mr. Chooks, we are happy that Godfather was there for that celebration. It was a special occasion. And you see, when somebody is smart, please give that person a chance to act. You see the smartness? For every opportunity that you have. That's why I love this DPM. For every opportunity, that woman, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, doesn't leave it to go by.
Yes.
He will bring forth everything about Biafra. Do we know that That was where she started having problem with Azoka. Because of occasion, Azoka supposed to be representing for something different about women. She went there and brought Biafra instead of whatever the case. That was where the problem started. So she used every avenue, every opportunity to showcase Biafra case. And she did what she knows how to do best yesterday. So that the Simon Godfather, who is standing Gidibam with Simon, will take this package back to his people. This is what our people are going through. This is what our people are thinking about the Finland. The Finland we thought was a blessed country. Entered NATO, entered United Nations, and they brainwashed them. They are turning them upside down. They are turning them upside down. You see this group of United Nations and NATO group, they are evil group. And I wish and I pray that Donald Trump would dismantle this. Because they are not there for people. They are there to continue the slavery that has ended a long time ago. That is what they are doing there. And any new country that joins them, they corrupt that country. They corrupt that. They say it's just not to come together in case if they attack, they join them. That's not the purpose. The purpose is to continue that slavery pattern, continue to surmount African nation. So, I thank Dr. NgoziOrabueze yesterday. That's a brave woman. And I advise everybody, whatever she's doing, you cannot do it. People know what is isi bogidi. Oh, we are isi bogidi keta.
Yes.
The first isi bogidi, but Nnamdi Kanu, apart from Ojukwu, was Nnamdi Kanu. What is he now? Isi Ozo Bogidi, which is Prime Minister. What is he now? The queer, why are Brunisi also Bogidi now? We may be, and if you cannot, please respect that people did it, because a lot comes with it. You want ya bụkwa isi bụ ogidi ebunye gị ị ga-ebu nkwe. Let us be careful. I'm adding this one now, connecting Asare Dokubo and then Nnamdi Kanu. Our brother Exodus, I kind of got into his I think it was either after or before the birthday celebration, where he was reading what the pig in the crate, said about Nnamdi Kanu. That Nnamdi Kanu told him that his job would be wiped out. That man, after the Old Testament, that man is the greatest prophet I've ever seen. Everything that man said has come to fulfillment. Oh my God. He was narrating that his job will be fine, that they cannot fight that fight alone without Igbo people. Seriously? And I'm asking, which Igbo people that will fight with you? Those you've wiped out? Those you send your men to wipe out? please go get those Fulanis that you were training. Go get them to help you. And he said he regretted it. He did not listen to Nnamdi. If he knew, he would have listened to that. Now, Mazi Nnamdi won him. Please, if you in the media and you still have all those prophecies of Nnamdi, please bring them up. They are very, very important. None, they will all come to faith. In case our people have forgotten, we need to be reminded of every prophecy of that man. None will be left behind.
Yes.
They are all happening. Anyone that has not happened, trust me, we need to start to pray about that one, because if we don't, it's going to happen. If your people are not careful, the military will occupy their land. They will be drawn into river. So we have special people, and God knows how to appoint our leaders, because God has destined it that this time my people are going to their promised land, and it's not gonna fail. And we're already there. We just want the evil ones in uniform to leave our country. We can trade together, we can live together in harmony, but leave us, let us arrange ourselves, put ourselves in order. And we negotiate, as simple as ABCD. We have boundaries, and we can coexist. Ooh. I wonder where the noise is coming from. Okay. So that's my input. I'll still be just there listening to you, Mr. Chooks. This morning, today is Saturday, so thank God I will have time to be there, listening. Thank you so much, and I'll go Biafrans.
Thank you, my beloved sister. I appreciate you for your contribution and that very line of thought. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, anywhere you are watching this program from, you must know that we have a responsibility. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have chosen his own path, and he is working tirelessly for both of us. They are doing everything humanly possible to break him. They have tried and tried and tried and tried, and they can't succeed. Now they are adding propaganda to their speeches. That is why you see the way they react, the way they act. They add propaganda to everything they are doing. Just go back and check every report about yesterday's case. They are not even telling us about the charges. They brought back 7-count charges, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pleaded not guilty, and they adjourned the case to 29th. So with all this that is happening, they are not even explaining the circumstances that brought us to this far and what has done. All they are interested in is just telling people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have apologized on his outburst. But they forgot that the outburst of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave birth to what you are saying today. If not for the outburst of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it will be a different ball game. They will not even change that judge. And they might continue to prolong his case and without talking about it. And there's nothing you can do. The only way to fight these people is to use the same media they are using. And I thank Chukwu Okikabema that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is utilizing the media perfectly well. And that is what I'm seeing now. Now they discover that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is using the media very well. You can see now that they have started restricting the media. They have started putting restriction on the media. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no longer have that freedom he used to have to speak to the media as he always do. They know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not somebody you can cage or cow. That he's so intelligent that he will use every single opportunity he has to make his case. That outburst gave birth to what you are seeing today. If not for that outburst, it would have been a different ballgame. But they are not scared about that. All they are interested in trying to show you how weak Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. They are trying to show you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a strong man. They are trying to show you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot stand. They are trying to show you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given up. They are trying to show you his weakness. This is what the wicked media is showing. But I bet you, except you are not a true Biafran, except you are not a true follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, only those who are not true followers will be deceived. But as for those of us who has been hearing him and know what he's made of, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is made of steel. When he said it is that Biafra on that, he's not going back in his words. And I bet you, with the new legal team he has, if they move away from the main objective, which is Biafra, of course he's going to drop them. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. And I hope they will focus and pursue the desire of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is Biafra. You're welcome, my beloved brother Christian. Thank you for joining. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, brother Chus. Well done. No? Yeah. So yesterday was the birthday of PM, right? I didn't I didn't take note of any. Was there any particular event to that, or? I mean?
Yeah, it was celebrated. There was a program that was held in remembrance of his birthday. It was held. Program that was held. It was streamed and people attended on Zoom.
Oh, good. That's good.
His godfather in Finland attended the program also.
Okay, that's good. Well, yeah, I just as usual, you know, these evil ones, they always try to spin everything to their own agenda. So obviously I saw it. I think it was yesterday that Nnamdi Kanu apologized. Nnamdi Kanu did that. Pure lies. I mean, this is their mind. This is how they roll, you know, because you remember some time ago, that probably was last year, when Abaribe came out to tell Nigerians that Nnamdi Kanu has agreed to every federal government. You know, they are preempting. That is preemption. But they fail already. They don't know whom they are dealing with. You see, I've got so many things wrong, but the one thing I am sure, even up to today, that I've never get wrong is the fact that Nnamdi Kanu will never denounce Biafra. You can do whatever you like.
Exactly.
Because this is a man who knows where he's coming from, and he knows where he's going, and he knows where he's been to. You know what he's seen. So they better rethink, because this whole tactics is not going to work. They will keep trying, but they will keep failing. Because trust me, if Nnamdi Kanu wanted to come out of that dungeon today, as we speak, he will come out. It's just a question of him going to tell them that, look, it's okay, it's enough. Let's walk, let's rebuild Nigeria, blah, 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 whatever. He'll be out straight. They will go on their knees, thanking and begging, all of them. They will give him everything. But that is never going to happen. That I tell you, again, like I said, that is one thing from day one I knew, because I knew where he has been to. I knew what he has seen, you know. So Biafra, I don't know, but trust me, no way. They can delay it all they want. They can play whatever game, politics. At the end, Biafra will come. When? I don't know, but it will come. And then Nnamdi Kanu have that assurance. And that is why he's standing firm. Very, very firm. So I don't want to go into this or that, but trust me, let them continue to waste their time because when even in the court, when you see Nnamdi Kanu, you can clearly see that he's a man who knows what he's doing.
Of course. You see, when the senior advocate asked him, "Are you worried?" He said, "Not at all."
Okay, I didn't notice because
I saw that.
Okay.
He asked him that question, I think 2 times or 3 times. He said, "No, I'm not worried.
Exactly.
Not at all." Yes.
Was it
I saw that.
Was it his lawyer that asked? He said.
Yeah,
Yes.
the new
The new judge, the
Okay.
older man that asked him that question. Yes.
You know, one thing is that Nnamdi Kanu, he understands Nigeria more than anybody you can ever imagine. So he understands the game. That even among the so-called lawyers working for him, he knows when and how to draw the line. He knows this is Nigeria we're talking about. And evil. Look, bro, I with a conviction, when I speak about Nigeria, I know what I'm talking about. And but at the end of the day, I always have this kind of confidence because I know that at the end of the day, God will do the right thing. It might take time, but God will do. Nigeria is not supposed to exist. It's just the most unfair. It's the most. How do I say? The most evil act. The creation of Nigeria is inhuman. Is demonic. It's unbelievable. In every way you look at it, it's just not supposed to be. Now, and you see the conspiracy, the global conspiracy to Nigeria, that tells you that truly, there's these people, they are on an evil mission, and God is intervening. It takes a lot for most people to understand what is going on. Why God raised a guy like Donald Trump? I'm telling you, God has had enough of their evil. Now, he's not going to be able to stop everything, but he's sure going to make life ungovernable, miserable for this evil bunch of people. Because when you look at a country like Finland, who fought also to be free, to be a free people, and they are free. And today, they are fighting, according to them, to free Ukraine from Russia, which is a lie. Because Ukraine is an independent, very free and independent country. Yes. Who they have everything that a country need. No, they conduct the election, they elect whom they want, whatever. Now, the same Finland is helping the enemy to make sure that over 70 to 80 million people continue to remain in perpetual slavery, more or less. So how do you explain that? That they are currently fighting, as they said, for Ukraine to be free, but they are refusing us to be free. So that tells a lot. So obviously, you can see that as it is now, because the United States government, not under this Donald Trump, is going to go into meaningless war against Russia. It's not going to happen. So Europeans and the rest of them globalists, let them go and fight Russia like they are claiming now, whatever, Britain, and let them go to go and fight Russia. Because we know that the war of this Russia-Ukraine it is they are making because they want to finish up Russia. So they use Ukraine as a proxy to infiltrate, to finally. So this is what it's all about. Then came a guy called Donald Trump who has really kind of, pierced them at the back. Let them go. If they have, he asked him, Trump asked the PM, the Prime Minister of this Britain, you think you can all by yourself go and confront?
I saw the video.
You saw the video?
Yeah. He was first of all advertising his country as a strong army. They have a strong army. Then the look at him, can you fight Russia alone?
Exactly. So they know they cannot, but above all, Trump, oh my goodness. Of course, he's going to make some areas, but trust me, person where you see all these things when they happen, all these global events, you say, God, no day. Well, I'm sorry, I have nothing to tell you. You know, these people will be put to shame. Can you believe that? Over more than 3 million people just massacred in a quest for freedom, just to be free. Well, not even to be free, was just restructuring more or less to have a system like they have themselves, but they say no, that you must all remain subjugated under this, system that they created. Fast forward over maybe 50 to 60 years, they are still, it's incredible. So, and you think that, no, God will raise a standard, and that is done. He has raised because I live here, I see what's going on, I follow all the events, how I'm like, okay, welcome to our. So what we've been feeling for how many decades now? You people, in fact, never begin feel himself. If you know what it means to be able to make a decision for yourself, but you deny others. Why? Because you have the big agenda and it's incredible. For me, the level of disappointment that I feel towards Finland, because initially we thought, given what they did during the Civil War, that they are humane and sympathetic. They are, but little did I know that they've become part of it, the globalists. So they don't care about humanity. They have absolutely, today as we speak, look at the level of massacres still going on in Nigeria, all over the place.
They do not care. They don't care. All they care is about mineral resources.
Exactly. From Biafra land.
A strong bilateral relationship with the terrorist country. They don't care.
Yeah. For Finland,
they don't care about the citizens. All they care about is that resources. That is where they are.
For Finland, I can understand what went down because initially I knew the position they took. We all knew their position towards Biafra and the whole issue. We knew the position, and when suddenly they shifted, they crumbled, they caved in. We also knew it. We saw it how it happened, but nevertheless, they are still guilty. That's how I look at it. The fact that you caved in does not take away the fact that you betrayed the trust and all the things and the prayer, everything regarding, concerning the country. So that's just not an excuse. We know the British masterminded it. I know that for a fact. They masterminded it because they wanted to join NATO. So that was the opening that the British saw, because Turkey was blocking it, because the NATO charter is such that any one single member nation can block the membership of a new one coming in. So, but British, they exercised their global power or influence, and eventually they made the deal and they allowed them, they joined NATO, But everybody know that Russia doesn't basically trouble nobody. Trust me. I lived in Russia and I lived in Ukraine briefly. They don't trouble nobody, but they just want to be safe and secured. They don't want NATO to come and mount their aggressive posture on their doorstep. Who will accept that? Nobody. So they know the fact, but these people are just evil, pure and simple. And when you tell them to their face, they can go to hell, do whatever they want to do, but the truth remains the truth. Putin is not true. Putin have a lot more to sort out than going to invade a sovereign nation. No, but except if that sovereign nation is coming to allow themselves to be used as proxy to destroy Russia, there is not gonna. Everything has to go down at it. So this is what Trump knows. But today in this country, they call Trump. Every time they say, "Oh, he's a puppet to Putin. Oh, he's in his pocket," just to as if say that will make Trump to change his mind and become enemy. But no, I can't go. If I'm not right, I'm telling you, because from the get-go, they wanted to take him out, but they failed woefully. And you see it now, and let's wait and see how it works out for them. So, as for our DPM, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, we will continue to pray. I'll continue to do the best we can, because he's in a very unique position. And It's not by mistake, not at all. It's not by mistake because these globalists, they failed woefully. They failed woefully. So America is not seeking NATO membership. In other words, they even want to even come out because it's not serving anybody's interest. Absolutely, NATO is a destabilizer. It's a force of confusion and problem all over the place. So the usefulness is not even needed anymore. So so if whether make them go pressurize Trump, make a hand arrest Ngozi, it's not gonna work. Never, never. So that's why I keep saying it, that she's in a position, and this was masterminded by Chuko Kabiama. Exactly. If she can just get pushed a little bit, we're going home, my brother. Sometimes it seems impossible to imagine, but it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. That's why most of the time I was saying now, people, all we need to do is to position ourselves very well. That opportunity, the opportunity is here. It's just like this week we are talking about Burkina Faso. If they tell you in your dream that Burkina Faso can stand France and say no, get away from my country, you wouldn't believe it. Yep. If they tell you that Niger Republic can stand face to toe to France and tell them walk out, Mali can walk them out, you don't believe it. But that opportunity come because they were rightly positioned.
Yes.
They were rightly positioned. The opportunity came and they took it.
Yeah.
They took that opportunity and they stood on their ground. And look at how far they are going today.
And
look at how far they're going. More people are joining them.
Exactly. And if you look,
what we have to position ourselves so that when that opportunity presents
that
itself,
inevitability,
which is going to happen very soon.
Yeah,
it's already coming. That opportunity is coming very, very fast.
Yeah.
When it comes, we will position ourselves properly and we key in and take it. Very important.
Yeah, because it's an inevitable event. It's going to happen. And if you look, you will see that, like, even though there's this disorganization or infighting, whatever it is, but they are all, symptoms of something that is going to come, because it will happen. And by the time it happens, we already know, we're already expecting it. We know, like you say, we are positioning, So, but most other regions, I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe they think that this unworkable entity, this demonic dark entity that is having nobody's interest will continue. It's not going to continue. Trust me. It won't continue. So some of them also, maybe they will caught off guard or they will caught unaware when it happens. Then they begin to, scramble because there's no anybody who think that Nigeria will work. Doesn't know, it does absolutely, maybe, I don't know, but because from every angle you will see that it wasn't built to work and it will never work. So that is even when we talk about working, when what people should be worried about is this Janjaweed overrunning even Abuja, taking because the government, they don't even care how many people this Fulanis killed. They don't talk about it. The media don't talk about it. The government don't talk about it. The governors don't, for the most part, especially in Biafra land. They don't talk about it. So for how long, how is that sustainable? That people can just come, slaughter 20, 30, goes away, go and reinforce, regroup, go to another place, slaughter, and when they dislodge them, they take their community. And so how is that going? What are you going to do to change it? They are getting bolder and bolder. So, my dear brother, how do you go?
Thank you so much. Let's hear from Coach Hooks. Coach Hooks, you are there. Are you there, Coach Hooks? Unmute yourself. Let's hear from you. Coach Hooks, we cannot hear you. Your voice is not coming out, Coach Hooks. Your voice is not coming out. Check your gadget, or you can go out and come back again. You can go back and come back again. So when we talk about this issue, I want to play a video. Let us see, when we are calling Nigeria a terrorist government, some people don't understand. I want us to see this video and see the way Nigerian government is making case for the Fulani Janjaweed terrorists. They make case for them, they defend them, they change the narrative just to suit them at all times. Just like my brother Christian was saying that Nigeria can never work. Anybody that is hoping that Nigeria will be better somehow, that person is just sick. Let's just hear this video. It's a very old video, but let's just listen to it again.
West is the Hausa Fulani fight. You know, we don't mention it. That is the bottom line. The Fulani man feels anytime he comes to town, he's molested, he's killed. The Hausa man believes that the Fulani man, using his headsmen, enters his farm and destroys his crops. So it's been a long time, I'm sure you're aware, it's been a long time issue that had not been addressed. So
you see, this thing this man is saying here is a blatant lie.
Yeah.
It's a very big lie.
Half truth.
And look at him boldly saying it before the press. That a Fulani man is afraid when he comes to town, and how someone will just go attack him because he came to town. Huh? When we have seen that these people are wielding machete, they're wielding AK-47, coming to innocent people's house, the farmers' places, to come and destroy their farm. Look at the way he's playing the card. Look at the way he's explaining it as if it's something as simple as that. That is just Hausa people and the Northern and the Fulani fight. What of the one they are doing in Southeast? Is it Hausa and Fulani? Is it the Southeastern and the Fulani?
Okay.
The ones they are doing in the Southwest, what happened there? Is it Hausa and Fulani a fight in the Southwest? In Benue State, which one is that? Which one is will you call that? But they come to the national stage and they begin to speak these lies, and people are paying attention.
You know,
the Hausa Fulani fight. You know, we don't mention it. That is the bottom line. The Fulani man feels anytime he comes to town, he's molested, he's killed.
A lie.
The Hausa man believes that the Fulani man, using his headsmen, enters his farm and destroys his crops. So it's been a long time, I'm sure you're aware, it's been a long time issue that had not been addressed. So it's a political issue.
The difference between Fulanis and the Hausa is that Fulani, they have their own tribe. They have their own language. Yes. The way they speak is different from Hausa. Yes. If you listen to a Fulani man speaking, yes, with the way Hausa man will speak, yes, they are quite different. Yes. But what makes them to become one is that religion. They came with that religion and they said to them they are one. But yes, it's good that religion make you one. But at the same time, if you people say I want, then why, you know, because of the religion, you later become emir in their states. You now, a state that is supposed to be ruled, governed by a Hausa man, when you go to Kanu, when you go to Katsina, they even extended into Sokoto. You even go to Kaduna, you will see it's a Fulani man. It's a place that is supposed to be dominated, is supposed to be ruled by the people of that state. By the people of that state, but you will see a Fulani man become. So Fulani man, they are play, for me, it's like they betray them. For me, that's for me. For me, it's like they come with a deception. You know, they come and they deceive you people, they give you the religion and they take over the resources of you people. The thing that you're supposed to be ruling, something that you're supposed to become dominant for it, they are the one who are dominating it. You can see that. You can see that Hausa man has never become a president in this country. Why? Because Fulani man, they have been deceiving the Hausa people. We are one because of religion, but they never become president. And Fulani, let me tell you, Fulani are not beggars, to be honest. Yes, let me just say the truth. Why is it that Fulani people are not beggars? It's because they are the one who have been hijacking the treasure of this land to themselves. They are the one who have been accumulating the treasure of this country for themselves. So there are children who are staying in the villages with their cows. They don't beg and they don't marry. They don't marry a lot of women. You never see a Fulani man marrying, having many children like that. But I don't know why they came and they allowed the Hausa plan. They allowed the Hausas to marry to get more people, to get more population. You know, for me, they want the outside people to get more children, more population, so that in times of politics, you know, they talk of democracy is a game of numbers. So they need that numbers, and the outside people are the one producing the children. And you can see the people that they are using to go and to do this killing. Majority are the houses, but the one who you will discover leading is a Fulani man. The leader, the gang role leader is a Fulani man, while the majority that will follow behind are the houses. So they are using the houses to achieve their.
You see, this guy made some sense in what he's saying.
Yeah, he speaks facts.
He made a lot of sense in what he was saying. There's one thing he said. He said, have you seen that there are no much Fulanis, no Fulanis begging? When you see all these people beggars,
their houses.
These are the Almajiris that carry plates.
Their houses.
Houses.
Yeah.
The houses. And the Fulanis, they don't have many wives. They only have one wife, one themselves.
They are very strategic, Fulanis.
My brother. You see, that is what there is one thing. If there is something we must learn from these people, it is self-preservation.
100%.
If there is something we must learn from Fulani people, self-preservation, we must learn it, borrow it from them.
Yeah, self-preservation.
That is one thing we don't have. We don't have it.
That is why you cannot bribe them through something. Like Jonathan was trying to appeasement to appease, it didn't work, because for them, what their priority, their number one concentration is that self-preservation.
Self-preservation, number one.
No any amount of money can buy that from them.
You can imagine where a governor came on national TV, Bauchi State governor came on national TV and said that every Fulani man in West Africa, they are all Fulani. They are first of all Fulani before Nigeria.
Yeah.
Then he has brothers and sisters in Mauritania, and all of them are Fulani. They know themselves as Fulanis, not Nigeria.
It's about you, governor. The then governor. I thought he was born. Okay.
Governor that even wanted to contest for presidency.
Is that not? That is the guy who is coordinating with Peter Obi now. At least something. Bala, whatever. Bala Mohammed or something.
Governor, former Bauchi State governor.
Because
somebody here.
Yeah, I saw it on either channels or Arise TV when Chamberlain, sorry, is the interviewer.
Interviewed him.
Oh, it was Channel Television. Yeah. Well, that is the guy, but that is the same guy who said because it was during Buhari that they have this program to resettle all the marauding Fulanis entire in Nigeria.
I will find the video and play the video.
And the guy, Chamberlain, asked him, he said, sir, are you saying that the Fulanis who are not Nigerian can come into Nigeria and settle? He said, yes, that is what is a program there. And guess what? All those, the effect is what we are living today in Nigeria. Exactly. Because they've allowed them in, all of them. Buhari allowed them in, and with Dangote trailer, they ferry them all over the place. They occupy the bushes, and I was asking a guy yesterday, I said, if you people are praising Soludo for banning this, for banning that, for cracking this, why don't you people ask Soludo to ban these Fulanis who occupy in Anambra State?
Go to bushes and fight those people still in the bush.
Yeah, I was talking with this guy. He's in Onitsha. We're on the phone. I said, do you not think that the most existential issue facing Ndibo is the occupation of Fulanis of all the forest? So why is Soludo is Soludo afraid not to incur Fulani's route, or what is going on? So, but he couldn't answer it. He basically couldn't, because he's a huge, brainwash, whatever, believer in Soludo. I say, my friend, you are wasting your time. You have to think deep, think, use your brain. And a guy who is either Obuebun or Libya or whatever, okay, maybe it's not the best way to go, but these are not the major issue. This is not an existential problem we are facing. This is what I tried to explain to him. Later, he said to me, he said, bros, I think you are right. Not that you think, I am right. You have the right as a governor. Tell everybody, you cannot occupy, the bushes are made for the farmers. to go and cultivate and have food. If you want to live, come and live among humans as a human being. You cannot go and take over the bushes. You don't do that. Our people are in the north. They don't occupy any forest or anywhere. They live out, So that is just the situation. But yeah, my brother, it's tough. It's tough.
Just like you said, you see, even those native doctors you are talking about, Ireland, they have been discharged in the court.
Okay.
The court discharged them.
Yeah.
Because the other one, they court discharged them.
If you don't have evidence of them doing bad, what?
I can't just understand.
It's their right to believe in African tradition.
Terrorists are there in the forest taking innocent life. You see people come out and testify that they are selling human parts. They are killing people and selling their parts. If you don't bring money, you will see videos, you see evidence. Yet you're not going after them.
Yeah.
Very sad. Coach Hooks, you are back. Let's see if we can hear from you. Coach Hooks, let's see if your voice can come out now. You are having a network problem. Let's see if we can hear you. Coach Hooks, are you there? Coach Hooks, we cannot hear you. Your voice is not coming out. Something must be wrong with your gadget. Christian, can you hear him?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. Coach Hooks, we cannot hear you. We can't hear you. I think the problem should be from your side. We can't hear you at all. We can't hear you.
Is he calling from Homeland or?
I think it should be Homeland. It may be. I guess it's Homeland. Their network sometimes is just messed up. So, my fellow brothers and sisters, we must continue to hold on to our faith and position ourselves for victory. This is the right time for us to be free. The project of freedom of Biafran people is project of Chukwu Kabiama. Nobody can truncate it. It doesn't matter how they try. They might continue to try to see if they can stop what is coming, but they can't stop it. They can never stop. No matter how they try, they cannot stop it. The only thing we have to do is to seize the opportunity when it comes and be whom we are supposed to be. That is why sometimes when I see people who are devoting their time on attacking their fellow Biafrans, if you feel you cannot work under Dr. NgoziOrabueze, why don't you keep yourself busy? Pursue the freedom the way you know you can do it. Why do you spend your precious time speaking against somebody that is working? You are doing nothing. These people are so daft that they are doing nothing. They have no agenda. They have nothing to do. All you want to do is that every time our deputy prime minister makes a speech, you bring her program and you begin to analyze. And when you look what they're analyzing, it doesn't just make sense. I can't just understand. I can't just understand. You wouldn't create your own program. You wouldn't make an impact, try to evangelize. That thing you feel is the right thing to do. Why don't you preach it? Preach it. Go ahead. Get your own audience and preach the gospel. Go ahead.
That is because they don't have anything to offer. That's what it simply means. Because the fact that when she has a program, you sit and watch it. Afterwards, you go and begin to twist her words. So what? But she doesn't do that to you. She's busy. Dr. NgoziOrabueze is busy moving forward, doing her best. But you sit down. Instead of you to keep fighting the enemy, the common enemy that we have, you are listening to her program. You try to fish out, look for reasons to attack because, of course, it's just sad because if you are looking for a fault or a mistake from somebody's word, you will definitely find some because we're all human. So you twist the word, but again, the Biafrans, that should be enough reason for them to know that these guys, they really don't have anything to offer, because if they do, they should be doing the right thing, but they are not.
They're no more fighting for Biafra. They've lost the battle. That's what we have to understand. Mm-hmm. They know that they've lost that battle. They know that they are no more on the right track.
I believe it. I believe it 100%.
The truth more than me and you. Yeah. So that's why what do? Is to look for any single mistake and use it as a subject line. So we will just need to understand that. You want them to shut down their YouTube?
YouTube.
No. So they're looking
And that's what they did to
something.
PM. During
That's
PM,
what
this is what they do.
Yes.
They always listen to PM and they pick stuff there, twist it, until they finally phase out.
Exactly. So that's what they're doing right now. And I mean, some of them, it took them time to build their YouTube something, channel, and so you want them to just shut down without fighting? Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing right now. They're just fighting, trying to see if they can find viewers. If you check them, you see that their viewers are falling, like going so low. And I mean, they're doing what they need to do as a human being. Whether meaningful or not meaningful, they don't care right now. They're just fighting. And even this guy, Chiamaka Jere, said that, yes, that is a content creator. So they are trying to create something. They are trying to see if they can get their viewers back. This struggle thing, this Biafra thing, is no more in the agenda. Let me tell you, it's no more in the agenda because they see that they're just doing nothing. So please bear with them. Let them continue. So
you hit the nail. You hit the nail, really. Because even Adadi Orama, she has become, like you say, a content creator. So obviously, maybe she will want to be getting little stuff here and there over that. But they really missed the mark. Because she opened her mouth and confessed that she will bring NgoziOrabueze down. And I was like, really? So this is your job now. Your job is to bring her down, not to bring Biafra. It's just sad. But like you say, we don't have to bear with them. They will phase out. They will phase out.
She said it. She openly that she will fight. And you could see her telling, okay, bye. That, if our honor on social media. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Somebody that come out to fight for Biafra. Somebody that know that this Biafra, a lot of innocent and good-hearted people that want this Biafra so bad, like myself, has died on it. And you say you're on the media. You can say anything. Lying with the life of our people.
Yeah.
So you can see that they lost the track.
Yeah.
And what causes this is when you talk too much, you end up losing the track. And Iburu eze onye agwanam. Eze onye agwanam bụkwa nsị n'ike wee gaa church. Eze onye agwanam bụ nsị n'ike wee gaa church. So, and that's what happened to Chika Mary Ike. One Isiocha, as Biafra people has nicknamed her Finland. So, please, we should bear with them. Now, a snake, the head are cut off, and then the body is just struggling to maintain their YouTube channel so that whatever penny and dollar or whatever they are getting out of it, they will not lose it. So that's what they're doing. And the Biafrans know that. 100% of Biafrans know that. I communicate with people back home. I communicate with my family. They know the right track. So we shouldn't worry about them.
It is very painful. It's very painful. Just like the other one, the other guy we were discussing about the other day, the one that these ones that come and present themselves as a Biafran army, and the men on the ground and men on top and men on river and men on sea. When I hear them talk sometimes, I begin to wonder, how did we end up falling into the hand of this kind of set of people with the kind of mentality they had? Just like the one that came out last time, that one they call Prince or whatever, they came out and said that you accepted that you were given 5 million naira at the instance of that very
4 million. It was 4 million.
4 million was given 4 million, and you collected it, and you admitted that from the onset, immediately, the way pronunciation was made, the way things were going, you loved it and you appreciated the way Dr. NgoziOrabueze was working. All of a sudden, somebody from nowhere called you and told you you should stop listening to Dr. NgoziOrabueze, that she's not the right person. And you believed. A grown-up man with his own common sense.
I think that people need to know that, because we don't know the situation where he found himself. And if you find yourself in certain situations, call. Let one or two persons know what you're going through.
Exactly.
They will help you than making a wrong decision. And like I apologize to that man, because I know 2 days ago or something on your program, I said he looks like somebody who is drunk or took something. But I came to know that he is ill.
Yeah, he's ill. I know
the guy is sick. And whatever that he's sick of is really drowning him. He's really sick. So all this mistake, but I'm happy that the DPM is scrutinizing everybody, cleaning up every doubt.
We need to clean up. Seriously.
That's why we are no longer, it's no more men on ground, Biafra army, because they are getting that training.
You can be men of whatever. It's up to you.
And she already come out and put out the rules that guides the army.
Absolutely.
So if you go contrary to it, you're on your own. If you're captured, you're on your own. And that's what the whole country, the way they do that. If you stray away from others and you're captured, they will fight to get you back, but you will go to prison. They will judge you, and you go to prison for doing that. So she's doing fantastic. So that with that, all this kind of tout, let me not call them tout, because they've really fought for us, but that mentality where we found ourselves in that bongo. If it's a Kalena TV, it says bongo. The zoo, Nigeria. bongo country. So it's where we found ourselves, and we reason that way, We don't know how to make a report. When you're threatened, please make a report. Because that guy did a good job. He really worked very well with Prime Minister. So whatever that transpired, please come back, report. We'll protect you. We'll find a solution. If your life is for every other, I'm talking. If you feel danger, if you feel somebody is threatening you because of what you believe in, please call. Go to your Google, find a number there in the Biafra. Call. See, I'm sure the government we have now will not let you down. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. You have spoken well. Every Biafra must stand their ground. This battle you are seeing is not going to be easy. Some of us think it's a joke. It is not a joke. Freedom doesn't come cheap. It doesn't come cheap. It comes with great sacrifice. Great and greater sacrifice. And if you are not ready to pay those sacrifice, forget it. Just like they told Mazi Nnamdi when he went to the United Nations, he said one of the heavyweights told him, when he was explaining about what we are going through and the civil war we have fought, the heavyweights told him, but you stopped. You were fighting. Why did you stop?
Yeah.
He told Mazi Nnamdi, why did you stop?
Yeah.
He said, until you show the world that your freedom worth your life.
Yeah.
Never pay attention.
Yeah.
Until you fight and show the world that your freedom worth your life, that you can give your life for your freedom, they will not pay attention. And that is how the world works. Some of us think you will just sleep and wake up one day and you will see Biafra. No. You have to do something.
Mazi Truth. I feel like, because sometimes I take, I look back from the struggle when Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, how we fought like hell behind PM Simon Ekpa. We fought like hell. And it took quite a time. It took some time before he was able to quiet us, silence them, And Biafrans just eventually, they saw the light, if I may use the word, you know. So it was not easy, trust me. So, but like for our DPM, I think she even stand a way better chance to silence these noisemakers more than even our PM does. Though I understand, like the point you made some time ago, that it's never like very like the same with a man and a woman. Because, for example, the woman that has family, you have children, you know. So, but as a man, you can just get up and go. But as a mother, you have to consider this and that. So obviously, sometimes that's why it's a little bit harder for a woman. It's understandable, you know. But at the same time, she's gonna. I believe that it's just a matter of time, because my point is that these guys, they will phase out, you know, sooner or later. They will be silenced, and the unique opportunity that I see for NgoziOrabueze is the fact that she can go. If she can get through to like international medias and continue to project Biafra aspiration and continue to use her position, because she's undisputed. She is the one in charge. You can deny it all you want. You can argue it, whatever, but that is just the fact. So everything happening has shown that outside Mazi Kanu, who is still in castration, and our PM now, who has been held, she is the one running the show for now. So naturally, everybody who genuinely want Biafra should support, rally around, so that let's go home, let's get this freedom over with, you know. So, and like I said, if she can just dedicate a little bit more time doing something that Biafrans, both back home and everywhere, will be seeing, because our PM back then used similar tactics in a way, because he was then granting interview. I remember one interview he granted to BBC and one in Germany and some other people. But these other DOS who were antagonizing, fighting him, they weren't doing it. They were just sitting, looking for a way to call him a perema, to call him this, to discredit in one way or the other. And at some point, Biafrans came to the realization that, oh, this is the guy who is doing the rating. So they fall on the wayside. So that same thing is going to happen with these guys. As much noise they might just be making, but she just have to go out there and make it, you know, begin to grant these interviews and possibly go places where it's just visible, because not everybody, like I said earlier, not everybody have that ability, you know, to dissect or to unravel, pick out the so. But with time, as she makes herself visible, advocate, you know, before international platforms about what we are looking for, what is happening. So the more everybody will begin to fall in line, and the more these noisemakers, they begin to go into oblivion. So that is the situation. But we thank God, bro.
Thank you so much for that contribution. Coach Hooks, you're back again. Let's see if your voice is now clear. Coach Hooks, try again. Let's see. Are you there, Coach Hooks? Wow, your this thing is not still coming up. We can't hear you. We can't hear you at all. We can't hear you. Your network is having a problem, or maybe it might not be your network, might be your set. Just check it and see what the problem is. Let's hear from MC.
Mazi, is it this March? The opening of is it Washington office? Oh, but this March, go.
May 30th May.
Oh, May. Okay, all right. 2 months to go. Okay.
May 30th. MC, let's hear from you.
Yeah. Good morning. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thanks. Good afternoon, Biafrans. So my own take on this. I know Dr. Ngozi is doing what she's supposed to do. You understand it? The problem, my anger is on Biafrans. My anger is not on Ogen Kere and Sonia Akpara, because those ones, they are doing what they are paid to do, which is understandable. They are doing what they are doing because they've been paid to do it. But my anger is for Biafrans. Despite the teaching of Nnamdi, Kanu and Simon Ekpa combined together for over 12 years, 30 years, still our people, some of our people cannot still reason with common sense. If you be following us that kind of Monekpa, by this time, nobody can use propaganda or blackmail to sway you to start thinking otherwise. So people coming now to say they are confused. I don't understand. I just can't understand. Look, if you can remember, Simon Ekpa, the PM, is a lawyer. He's not just a lawyer, he's an international lawyer. He said he knows what he's doing. Just follow my template. So, if you could remember, our people keep asking Simon Ekpa, PM, that PM, our problem is politicians, is the governors. Why not just use one as an example? PM, the answer he keeps giving them, like, the time is coming. That people should not worry, the time is coming. And that time is coming is because of he's waiting for this day, for that redeclaration, for the mandate of the people. That's why he was asking if you just have only 20 million people. He just need 20 million. But Biafrans gave him over 50 million. If you know, during that referendum voting, every day he comes out, dancing, happy, because he has gotten that thing that he's looking for. So he wants to go to that convention and declare and prepare those legal documents that can give him that power to even go and ask Soludo to leave that office, to ask Opuzodima to leave that office, because you cannot do it under Briggy. If you do it under Briggy, you are committing a crime. Yes. Interpol will come for you and send you to Nigeria because you don't have that legal backing. So that was what he was asking for. He kept telling people, relax, the time for those politicians are coming. Our people will say, okay, now, these politicians, they are smart. Soludo, these people are intelligent people. They know what that convention is all about. Mm-hmm. They know if they allow this convention to take place, some PM have the right to declare his nation, and anybody that is not a Nigerian person in that nation is intruding. They have the right to push them out. So they tried to stop it. That was why when Finland take away PM, some people are saying, let's wait for PM to come out so that they will not declare. But thank God, somehow, DPM has smarted them and declared the Biafra. Now, we have these legal documents that give us... Biafra is not about Simon Ekpa. It's not about Mazi. It's not about NgoziOrabueze. It's about Biafrans. We all now have this legal document that give us the right to attack Soludo. No international community now, we have the document to backing. Come and tell us. The only thing international community can do if we start attacking Soludo is to call for roundtable discussion. That is the only thing they can do. They cannot tell us that we are doing something wrong. So that was what BM was waiting for. Now we've now declared Biafra. We now have this legal document. But these same people, they've paid to stop it. What they are doing now is to tell you to cause that division, to cause confusion, to cause caution. Some people will not support this government. So that we stay in Briggy. And that Briggy don't give you the right to do this offensive. People are saying, our province politician, we need to attack. No, you cannot attack when you are in Briggy. You don't have the document to attack. All you're going to be is stay in the bush to defend. Because you have the right to defend. Somebody comes to attack, you have the right to defend, which you can do. But now, coming to attack, to remove people from your country, you don't have the right. Briggy cannot give you that right. But United States of Biafra give us that. So what they are doing now, they are trying to make caricature of the United States of Biafra. United States of Biafra, Nigeria. Like we don't have the right to do anything. So that's my problem with some Biafrans that is following these people. Nnamdi Kanu has taught you for so many years. Simon Ekpa came too, and we are very close. He said, I know what I'm doing. I have the template. Now we are this close. Somebody's telling you, let's go back and wait for Briggy, that you cannot do anything. You see, this is the confusion. I want our people to understand. We now have the power to go offensive in our land. Nobody, no country in this world can tell us that we are doing the wrong thing. Nobody. Yes, they will do. They will say, okay. And that's why sometimes I look at this Finland team. People are accusing Finland. I know they did the wrong. Finland only played their role because they were put under pressure by maybe United Kingdom and France and Nigeria. So what they did, okay, just to make them happy, they remove our PM. They know Finland has fought for freedom before. They know freedom is not about one person. It's about the people. So they remove, because when I was even telling my wife that the day they took PM, I said, if Finland will allow us to declare that Biafra in their country, meaning they are not against us. Forget it. What they just did, they just want to please the United Kingdom, took PM away. But it's about the people. They were not against us, because if they want, they can stop us from coming to their country. There's nothing you can do. It's their country. But they allowed us. They've allowed us to prepare this document that we have the power now. It's not about Samonepa. If we start this offensive attack, don't be surprised. This same Finland will be the one that will call for negotiation. I'm telling you, if we start this attack on this government, parastatal government institution in Biafra land, because we have the power, this same Finland will call for negotiation between Biafra and Nigeria. What is Ogekere and the rest are doing? They are trying to make us not to do these things, to stay in Brigi that don't give you any power. So that is my annoyance is with Biafrans that cannot reason. You've been listening to this great man for so many years. Still, somebody is coming with propaganda and blackmail to confuse you. Some people will say, no, I'll wait for a PM to come out. They are confused. What are you confused for? PM said, I have the template. I've studied international law. I know what I'm doing. I need 20 million people to shake the world. He said, I need just 20 million people to vote. I will shake the world. Now we have over 50 million people that have given us the right as Biafrans to shake the world, to shake Nigeria. Some people say, no, let's wait. To make caricature, a name that we gave our country, United States of Biafra, USB. Some people speak USB Nigeria. You can imagine what they are planning. This is calculated plan to make us not to forge ahead. But I said, I will tell our DPM to stay fast. Like our brother Christian said, that should start doing something that will make, because our people, some of them they don't have that mind to comprehend things. So maybe they want to see before they believe. So later, maybe because now she don't have all the finances in it, because these people have divided the finance. Because some people are staying on the fence now, they are not donating. So she doesn't have that way to equip our men to go for this offensive attack. So what she's going to be doing now, like our brother said, so this grant this international interview so that you convince some people to come back, so they will start donating, so we can build our military again as strong, so we can go for this. Now they are crying Soludo is recruiting men to attack our people, but you cannot attack Soludo under Brigi, because under Brigi, Soludo is Nigeria is still a sovereign state. Soludo is working for Nigeria, and that under Brigi, that Biafra is still under Nigeria. If you go attack Soludo or government house, the world will come for you. The world will come for you. But under United States of Biafra, we have the power now to go for Soludo. Nobody will come and tell us what to do, because we now have the mandate of the people to go after anybody. And yes, they will do, okay, if Trump will come or United States will come, Finland will come, okay, what is the problem? What is the fight all about? I know you have your country, okay, come, let's discuss. That's what they will do. I want our people to understand this thing. If you think, it's all Genkere, Sonia Parawa, this Holy Ghost guys, some of these men on ground, what happened to our PM? Their hand is not far-fetched. Their hand might be behind it. I'm telling you, because all this thing I'm seeing now, all this thing I'm seeing, you can tell me that these people know what they are doing. You want us to remain in Brigi, to be staying in the bush, to be defending? Well, Fulani is coming, let's defend our people. Is that what you're going to be doing as a nation? People are in your territory, you cannot push them out. You have to be defending. It doesn't make sense. So our people are listening. Please sink this in your head. We now have the mandate to do and undo in our land. We have the mandate to do anything to any Nigerian agent in our land. PM has been waiting for this day to come. That's why he's telling you, don't worry, the time is coming. The time is coming. We will go after these politicians. The time is coming. And this is the time. So leave Finland. Finland did not do anything. Finland allowed us to get this document. We now have the document. Leave Finland out of this. It's not about America. Finland is not going to send America to Nigeria. They are keeping it safe somewhere. So they're waiting for us to start this action so that they can bring America out, bringing them the Kanu out, then we negotiate. That's what they're waiting for right now. But some stupid people are here telling you, wait for Brigi. Let's wait for Pierre Brigi. I beg. Please, people should come out and support this government. Thank you. I hope they listen. I understand. Thank you, my brother.
But my brother, you made a lot of sense in that your explanation, that line of thought. You made a lot of sense. And I used to be wondered the same way you are wondering how our people cannot be able to comprehend. After more than a decade message of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that are still there for us to listen to. And the expositions of our Prime Minister Mazi Samonepa that we have in our palms. Somebody is still getting confused. That is where my problem lies, our people. Not even those people who have chosen, made their choice, whom we know where they stand, to distract us. Yesterday, nobody goes back to yesterday. People are going to future. You can't go back to your yesterday. Nobody does that. No sensible person does that. Place we have crossed something. And the funniest in this are some people who paid money to go to Finland, and I asked them, why did you go to Finland? Did you go there for picnic, or you go there to go and look at the land? What was your intention of going there? Even when Mazi have stipulated the reasons why we are going to Finland and what we tend to achieve and what we tend to do. I have played the video here several times. But yet you see people who come and dance around and say they're confused. It's a pity, but we must continue. We must continue. Coach Chooks, you're back again. Is your line okay now?
Hello, Mazi. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, now we can hear you.
What's coming out now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. What I wanted to even say before, like, number one, first of all, the court that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to yesterday, the court is eyes open to every human being and every meaningful Biafra for them to know our stand in this critical time. And likewise yesterday, the birthday that our PM had, both the celebration and everything, our DPM made a statement that even though he's not here today, that the Biafra that we are looking for is not looking that Biafra for us, be for himself.
Yes.
All of us, we are here together to make sure that we declare Biafra and make sure that we defend the United States of Biafra. Because if we look at what actually happened in the very day of that declaration, Mazi Simon Ekpa have do his own part, which is, as they say, every successful man, there is a woman behind him. And in case of that, where two people are moving, which is man and woman, is the man in question, is the one she have do his own part, and the woman by the side, which is our DPM, she's the one that deliver United States of Biafra. She's the one that deliver it. And once a baby have been delivered, what is it that all the family members, both the husband and the family members, both extended one and everybody in that community, they will come and pay an homage to that baby, both the one that are going to come and greet the baby, the mother of the baby, and the ones that are going to bring any support that they're going to use to raise the baby, which is exactly thing that our DPM has done. She's the one that delivered Biafra, and everybody know that. Even the whole world know that they have delivered a new baby in the world. But what all of them are now expecting, how are we going to raise this baby that they are talking about? How are we going to raise it? And to raise this baby they are talking about now is all of us to join hands together to defend and to take care of that baby so that it can be able to grow. Because all these individuals that come out now, their first plan has failed. That they should try any possible best for that baby to not deliver. Because all their plan, they didn't want that baby to deliver. And God has smarted them that have delivered this baby that we are talking about. And their second plan presently now is for them to kill that baby. Because if you remember what happened to Pharaoh in the Bible, when baby Jesus was delivered, and those three wise men,
we've lost him. Coach Chooks, we've lost you again. If we have lost you, that means I couldn't wait.
to go. Am I still coming out?
Okay, go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. When those three wise men went to Pharaoh to ask Pharaoh that they deliver a new king, what Pharaoh told those three wise men, if they greeted the new king, that they should come back to him. They should come back to him so that him can go and greet the king that they're talking about. But within Pharaoh himself is not happy. And that is what happened to those individuals that I didn't want we should declare Biafra in the first place. And the plan of Pharaoh, when those three wise men come back to him, they will give him the information where the baby that the king that they deliver, where the king is staying. Then him himself will now go to go and kill that king. That is what all these people that's coming out now, they should try by all means to make sure that the new country, that they should make sure that the new baby that they have born, that baby did not fulfill the promise that Almighty God had made him to come into this world. What all of we should try by all means to make sure, that this newborn baby that our DPM have given to us, that nothing happened to it. In any way that you and me, we can try to make sure that this newborn baby that they have delivered to us, that nothing happened to it. So that the whole world will know, yes, that we are capable to raise this baby that DPM have given to us. Yes. And all of them, they come out now, they are still complaining of dates. The question that they're supposed to be asking themselves, if a doctor give you a date that you are going to deliver a baby on 2nd of December, and eventually the date that the doctor gives to you now change, Almighty God now change the date to 29th of November, are you going to say this baby that God gives to you, you are not satisfied with the baby that God gives to you? Are you going to return it back to God? Or are you going to start training that baby that God gives to you? Or are you going to kill that baby that God gives to you? Doctor give you 2nd that you are going to deliver your baby on 2nd, and God has given you this baby on 29th of November. And 29th of November, what you are going to do now, the way you are going to train the baby that you deliver 9 months, is the same way you are going to train the baby that you deliver 7 months. There is
obstruction again.
Change and deliver.
We can't hear you.
Network, call is coming to my phone. That is what the network is breaking.
Okay.
What I'm now saying now, all of us need to join hands together to make sure that this baby that our DPM have delivered to our hand, because it's a divine project that Almighty God has given to us, and we should not allow this baby that God has given to us, we should not allow that baby to die. Many obstacles are going to come in. Even though they deliver baby today, that baby is going to sick. We are going to take that baby to hospital, and after treating that baby, we are going to bring him back to home. Automatically, Biafra land is our mother nation, and all of us to join hands to make sure that this baby reach. All of us should make sure that all of us join hands together to train this baby. I hit my mic from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you for that contribution. My brother Akonyo Wethere, go ahead and take the mic. Let's hear you.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Uncle Chuk.
No.
I greet everybody on the platform. See, all these things that is playing out, I'm beginning to understand that we cannot do without responding to these guys. And I want to take us back to how they started. During the declaration, the program at Finland, after, even before then, when the news that our PM, before the news broke that our PM was arrested, PM stopped typing things on X. We were worried. Everybody was worried. We went to different platforms asking, where is PM? That we've not seen anything from him. And these three groups, Sonia, Prawa, Van Fam, they were all saying that PM went on national issue. When he comes back, that Nigeria will hear from him. That there's no cause for alarm, that we should not panic. While they were telling us that we should not panic, they were busy collecting data to raise a memo to elect a new leader. They know that the PM, that the Finland has called PM, whether they've arrested PM or they invited PM to come and explain some issues, explain some things with them. So the gullible ones are following them. That is what they told us. They didn't tell us then that Ngozi has sold Simon Ekpa. Now, with this same Ngozi that they are telling us today that is killing, that is spying our people, was the one that summoned the courage to come and told every one of us that Finland has called Simon Ekpa for questioning or has arrested Simon Ekpa. And if you wouldn't mind, Uncle Chooks, maybe you pull out that video. Let everybody watch that video and study the state of Ngozi that day, the way our DPM was, how she was looking, because she wasn't feeling fine, she wasn't happy. At the time, she wanted to cry while announcing to Biafrans that PM has been called for questioning. All these people that are saying that they are the reliable ones that PM trusted so much, they were nowhere to be found. After that program that day, Van stopped coming out live. He will post a pre-recorded video that will not exceed 9 minutes, 7, 8, 10, at most 10 minutes, up until you guys went to Finland for a program that led to the declaration of Biafra. So I was watching them, keeping time, until that day. This same woman, they are trying to tell us today that she's the bad one, was the one that traveled when all of them were afraid. He traveled to Finland
said, instead of Biafra,
and made sure that the redeclaration took place. Biafrans are not asking questions. Who are those that said that the redeclaration should not be carried on? This same woman that they are attacking today was the one that told them that we will do it. This same woman went ahead to redeclare this Biafra. This same woman stood every challenge when all these people hid their faces. Akbarawa, that all these fools are queuing behind today, could not come to Finland. Ogenkere did not come on time. He said they want to go and pick Elias, and they had to stop over without Germany to wait for Elias. Ngozi was there in Finland to redeclare Biafra. And after the redeclaration, Ogenkere said that why should they declare Biafra before 2nd of December? That what is he going to, when he goes back to US, what is he going to be telling the people that he has been meeting? That the Biafra that Simon wanted to declare on 2nd, that they have not declared it on the 29th. And the Biafra that all of them has been working toward to redeclare it, contributing money. Finally, you declare the Biafra. And the problem now comes to be the issue of date. Now, he was not happy. There were video evidence when the Biafra was declared. Everybody was happy. All of them, they were sitting like a sculpture. They were not making no movement that they are happy. And after that, when they started this organization of our progress, they started by Ngozi suspended fundraising. That Ngozi is asking them for accountability. That have they asked Simon accountability before? That if they stop fundraising, how would they fund men on the ground? They kept on shifting ground to where they are today. So I want to take our people back to how the DOS started their fight. They started their fight saying that Simon is an agent. After saying that Simon is an agent, they started saying that Simon is killing our people. Look at the trend today from accountability to an agent that sold Simon to now that he is killing our people. He is killing our people. Let me tell everybody that cares to listen. Many of them that are doing this today, pick them one after the other. They are the people that supported DOS very, very well. They were vehement in their support with the DOS. And that spirit that they said that Simon cannot get Biafra for them, that is what they are pushing. All this distraction you see, they are holding space for Nnamdi to come out. They were among the ones that cheered Simon when he said that the plan of Nigerian government and their arm wing, which is DOS, is to keep them in a state of comatose while they are waiting for Nnamdi to come out. They will be busy taking up our land. And all these fools clapped for Simon, saying that Simon is right. Simon is wise. Simon. When Simon went to Dr. Damages, one person there was asking him, you claim you love Nnamdi. Why are you taking up position? If he comes out tomorrow, will you step down for him? Now,
we can't hear you, Akonyo with it. Are you still there? He's gone. I think maybe a network problem. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, remember, don't forget that today we have fundraising. It is very important. Don't forget it. The fundraising of today is supposed to be extraordinary one because of what we are having ahead. All things that we are saying here is boiled down on defending our land. The enemies, they know that United States of Biafra is the solution. The enemies know very well. They know that they can't stop us. They know that there's nothing they can do to stop us. They know that the United States of Biafra is the solution, the only remedy, just like Mazi said, the only remedy is the United States of Biafra. So they will never allow us to either answer that name or stand on that ground. But what about you? What about you on your own side? Are you going to believe the report of the enemies? Will you pursue and follow the report of the enemies? Will you allow their plan to work? The only thing we can do for ourselves today is to continue to stand up and support the United States of Biafra. We have our fundraising today by 7 p.m. Biafran time. Every one of us must be there. And because of that, we are going to end the program so that people can be able to join the program in the evening by 7 p.m. More especially people who are watching from homeland and all that. You preserve your data so they can be able to join that very program. Remember, on every fundraising day, the Deputy Prime Minister also brings information, striking and important informations. So that is why it is important that everybody must be there. Let us join our hand today together and support the United States of Biafra the best way you can. Do not allow yourself to be left behind. Don't allow yourself to be left behind. No matter what you see, no matter what happened, do not allow yourself to be left behind. We must continue to fight this battle until we gain victory. Never give up. I appreciate everyone that have been with us from this program from the beginning to the end. And as we are closing up, let's hear from our beloved sister Ojugo. Let's hear your closing remark as we round out of this program so that we can go and prepare for the fundraising that is coming up 7 p.m. Biafran time. My sister Ojugo, if you're still there, let's hear from you. Closing remark, word of advice for our people before we go. I think if she's not there yet, my brother Christian, are you there? Bro Christian is not there. And MC?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, my brother MC. Give us your closing remark as we round up.
Okay, thank you, Ross Truth. Thank you for everything. For my closing remark, I want to encourage Biafrans. Please don't get confused. We've learned a lot from Nnamdi Kanu time to PM's time. We've learned a lot from them. So what is happening now is just, and we can see these enemies, they always have one type of template. They don't change tactics. They always use the same tactics. That this person is working for Nigeria agent, that is buying our people, the same tactics. But like our PM said, he needs just only 20 million people to give him the power. We've gotten over 50 million people. And thank God, our DPM has generated that document that gives us that power to shake the world. Let us support the government because they have the power now to root out every Nigeria agent from our land. nobody can accuse them, nobody can call them criminal, nobody can call them terrorists, because we have given them over 50 million people have given them the power to do that. If we support them financially and they are not doing it, then we can question them. So we have to support them and watch them. Then if they are not, we can question. But if you don't support them and they are not doing anything, you don't have the right to question them. So that's what I want to say. Today, the fundraising, people should come out, donate. Even if you are not in the fundraising, you can donate every day. Anything you have, put it. Let's support this government. Thank you, Prochus. Thank you for all you are doing for Biafran. God bless.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful message, and I hope the Biafrans have gotten the message and it's getting in and sinking. Wherever we are, we must prepare and focus on the restoration of Biafra. It is only the United States of Biafra that can lead us through. Every other deception you are seeing there, please do not pay attention to it. Let us focus on United States of Biafra, because that is where our faith and our hope lies. My sister Ojugo, are you there? If you're there, unmute yourself and speak to us. Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much.
So that we can prepare for the fundraising.
Okay. When you sit down and listen to Biafrans, real Biafrans, you feel nothing but happiness, joy, the smartness of this people called the Biafran people. You feel joy, I don't know how to put it in words, the calibers of people that are called Biafrans. That's why when I see one or two persons, using the word Biafrans, I always said, these people really know who are Biafrans. Calibers of people. I think it's just one or two that come and knock on their YouTube channel and listen to them. No.
It's really funny. That's what they think.
Yeah, and I'll keep imagining, because even my family alone, the caliber that make up my family alone, and I'm like, and these people will just go, Biafrans, people are Biafrans. I'm like, oh goodness me, come on now. Yeah. So, I just, I'm so happy, so excited that those who knows, and those who knows where they're going, know where they're going. And they are not shifted at all. And in our summary, many people are saying, take the chances, we have the chances now. And I'm happy on who is the head of the Biafran nation right now. Is a woman that makes use of every single opportunity that got to her doorstep. And I'm pretty sure that our Secretary of Information listening to our people, that we should find a way or a place. I know all these things demand money, because I know how much it is to pay for 3 minutes adverts in America here. It demands money. And that is why we need to come out. We say, hey, DPM, we want you to pay this amount of money to CNN for 30 minutes speech for Biafra. We give that order to her, we give her the money. Let's see if she cannot do it.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Exactly.
Hey, you see this week of donation, we are going to raise $30 million, $30,000. Hey, pay for CNN, pay for BBC. We need you there. If she don't do it, then we criticize her. You ask what na ya menegiri na-eji ụkwụ agbawa door.
Exactly. Nwata nna ya tinyere ohi.
Na-eji ụkwụ agbawa door. That's what she needs from us. So the donation today, only the donation we are going to make today, will put these non-entities down.
Exactly.
We're looking for higher talking on babies. It's good, it's perfect. But if we hit that donation today, it start rolling. Trust me, they will go back and start thinking, what are we doing? Now, these people have defeated us. Do you see the money coming in there? Because some of them will be there writing down the amount.
Of course.
So, my dear, let's find all ourselves over there. We need her to go for interview in international level. We have to pay. She has brought herself out. That's the biggest sacrifice.
Absolutely.
Our own sacrifice is to fund her to go for that. So, it's a challenge. And we need to challenge ourselves on that. And I thank my brother that brought up that. That's why when I listen to our people, I'm so happy. Please, it's a challenge. And if our brother can come out on the fundraising today and put out that challenge, let everybody hear it, and then we can make a decision. Hey, so this, put it out for us. It's for us to raise money to go so that she will go for an interview. We'll pay, even if it's local interview in the locality of US. She will be so happy to go do it. I know her. She's well prepared. Well prepared more than anybody can. She just needs that fund. So that brother that raised that topic, please, I will be listening. I want to hear you raise that during the fundraising, and then we have to put mouth and say, make a date. This donation is this date. Any money that comes from it will be for us to pay for interview for her. And let's see if she will not go do it. Then we have a problem. Yes. Thank you, my brother, and all Biafrans. It's been how many hours? Almost 2 hours, almost 3 hours. We're all here. Yeah, listening. So happy weekend, and may we all be seen during the fundraising. Thank you so much, Bro Church. Sitting down for how many hours? Good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you also for your constant support on a daily basis. It's not easy. I appreciate you. And I appreciate every Biafran that have been with us in this program from the beginning to the end. Thank you all for being here. And I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to guide us, protect us, secure us, and lead us to that path of freedom. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, do not be shaken. This evening, let us meet at the fundraising and continue doing what we know how to do best, to continue to support the United States of Biafra until we get to our destination. There is no stopping. No amount of propaganda, blackmail, distraction, insult will make us to stop. Instead, it will make us stronger. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafran that is watching this program, wherever you are watching from. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to be with us, guide us, protect us, secure us, and lead us to our freedom. Thank you so much for being part of this program. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze. We pray for strength, for wisdom, for knowledge, for understanding. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will be with her, guide her, protect her, and secure her. We pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Eban Joko, wherever he is. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect him. Pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will strengthen him. We pray that the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama will be upon him. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama we continue to give him strength to overcome all the challenges that are coming and give him victory at last. Pray for our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for victory for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for wisdom, knowledge, understanding, for strength. We pray for revelations for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray that he shall overcome all the challenges that are coming his ways. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. See you again in the evening during the fundraising. We shall all meet there and continue to do what we know how to do best. Thank you so much for watching and see you. Stay blessed.
Natulaje bwana mabuli vemelem Ajibe kuna tulane bovo Timalugo no nugodo kokodo nyano be hule hule Dani mona tulilu Naya kalakala kwa lerinu mwangulu Ngula matali woso jere futamba kanjuba diali Mama abulezi okwenu Nabakala kelwego nezi enwe Nubote akala kelwego nudezi Makana baba neno waralu nunuteyi Umu Biafra kunyenwe Umu Biafra kunyenwe Unanu kwa ni mono nuno mono nezi biakenenwe Ono nenu lila tono na nagulugu senyi tono nugu banataye Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu banyo Makana nyuko no 1 million no we bofu wa mabulezi okwe Naka ni kwata milake pa waja siyenyi ka kesu ezo pabule be walo tamano Umu Biafra kuyenwe Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu banyo Makano fobi abakama Nana nugo noe Biafra na mekele umunina Nkabo nkani Mwadati na ijele wanyi biakenemi Akwage bulu kwekene na fando to Biafra is our hope And the Biafra is our religion Nkodi na wata chieza muno bibu onye iwere Wesi ya kene rugyo Adube kwa chukwo Ikemba one of Biafra land mongwem Adawuneli akala ya dike Mafondi mojiri diebu bebi nebi chevele mongwem Abuziko dogweji mali Igbo nine Dogweji malo Biafra miya Dumegwo chukwu Papa gisi kene logi Filipu Efyong Abuzikwa nwoke kwuloku wekusi okwu si na Biafra ekunye Na ya bụ Biafra ya tulugo wenata Na bụrụ na ya bụ Biafra ekunyigo n'ọkụ ọgụlị nwata n'aka na ele ọgbaghị isi ekene kenelu gị onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Amadike Biafra kedu ebe elu dike Amadike Biafra bịa
None whatsoever. I came out of
ọgbaghị bụ ofu onye tiri ndị iro mgbada nwụrụ anwụ n'isi
and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NGC
Dr. NgoziOrabueze
using her position for personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. Nobody wants to do That's the problem. They sent her to my case. So they can
the Biafran government in they know na exile cabinet na tukunanda na ya gba unu maka na onye sụrụ bịa ya atọ ka anyị malụ ga-enu oyi jisie n'ike ekenele ụmụ ndị Biafra Liberation Army ụmụ Chukwu ndị ejezọ Biafra land na-ebịa kedenu oyi the great oracles of Biafra na n'onu kene nunama na nunu jisi kenal atugo ya ba ume omo chukwu ne ase kene the prime minister H.E. Mazi Simon Weba Muzikwa batobi the best atwale le omo Biafra bia no anonganga piotembe wile name I can show you will not see le omo bia kudo akomele na kwa no yes mwana babo bia kenelio odagiri dimu ose fulu dilo bia lulu weni makwale na kosa de malanya mweji mwagu kojilo sino de lonka sojilo ya tiji sojilo we walasa ametena fu pasi ayele muzikwe wa batobi Ogada gidi dike bia lulu mweji wala ni yo Onye chukwu nyere ndị Biafra na n'onu n'ụlọ bekele gị asị m na ya adịrị ndị Biafra niile na mma asị na ya adịrị unu niile na mma